AI can now paint like Van Gogh, write like Shakespeare, sing like Adele, all within seconds. In a world increasingly shaped by artificial intelligence, the question of whether human creativity can endure alongside machines has become more urgent than ever. As AI continues to evolve, it's no longer confined to performing repetitive tasks or analyzing data. It's now entering the domain long considered exclusively human, the arts. From painting and music to filmmaking and writing, AI is not just assisting, it's beginning to compete. But here's the real question. What happens to human artists in a world where machines can create everything, faster, cheaper, and sometimes even better? This isn't just a video about artificial intelligence. This is a reflection on human identity, creativity, and the meaning of art in the age of machines. Let's dive in. We're standing at the edge of a creative revolution, one that's accelerating faster than anyone expected. Artificial intelligence is no longer a futuristic idea. It's here, and it's disrupting the creative industry at every level. Today, Midjourney, DALL-E, and Stable Diffusion can generate stunning artwork in seconds. Suno, Udio, and Amper Music compose full-length songs with vocals, harmonies, and lyrics. Runway, Pika Labs, and Sora produce cinematic visuals from a single text prompt. And tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini are writing poems, stories, ads, even screenplays, faster than any human ever could. And these aren't just fun experiments, they're going mainstream. The short film The Frost by Waymark, created with AI-generated visuals and narration, was showcased at the Cannes Short Film Corner in 2023. In 2022, the artwork Teatro d'Opera Spatiale, created with Midjourney, won first place at the Colorado State Fair, beating out human painters and sparking outrage across the art world. AI-generated songs using clone voices of artists like Drake and The Weeknd went viral and reached millions, some even topping Spotify charts before being removed. In short, AI isn't just supporting artists, it's replacing them in certain areas. And that raises a serious question. Is this a threat to human artists? The short answer is yes, and not just in theory, in practice. First, there's the issue of speed and cost. One AI image takes 5 seconds. A human might need 5 days. Hiring a skilled composer can cost thousands. AI-generated music? Virtually free. In many creative companies today, AI has already replaced roles, from ad copywriters to storyboard artists. For example, gaming companies like Ubisoft and Tencent are integrating AI tools to automate narrative generation and visual design. BuzzFeed replaced part of its content creation team with AI-generated quizzes and listicles in 2023. Second, we're seeing market saturation on a massive scale. Millions of AI artworks flood the internet daily, overwhelming platforms like ArtStation and Instagram. This flood devalues human-made pieces. Clients begin to question, why pay an artist when I can get 100 variations in 10 seconds? Third, and perhaps most painfully, there's the emotional erosion. Years of training, personal trauma, and human experience are being compared to a few keystrokes. Artists feel displaced, discouraged, even defeated. The very essence of their work, meaning, depth, feeling, is being measured in likes and outputs per second. So yes, this is a threat, but here's the deeper question. Can AI truly replace human creativity? Let's be clear, AI can replicate creativity, but it cannot originate it. AI can mimic style, learn patterns, generate endless variations, but AI cannot. Feel pain, joy, nostalgia, or hope. Reflect lived experience. Tell stories rooted in heartbreak, childhood, or love. A song generated by AI may be pitch perfect, but it won't break your heart the way a trembling human voice can. A painting may look flawless, but it won't carry the weight of a soul behind every brushstroke. So no, AI isn't the end of human creativity, but it is forcing us to evolve. So how can artists compete and thrive? Not by rejecting AI, but by reclaiming it. This is not the time to run. It's the time to reimagine. First, use AI as your assistant, not your replacement. Let AI speed up the technical parts, so you can focus more on emotion, story, and soul. Pop artist Grimes released her AI voice model for public use. Fans can make songs with it and share royalties 50-50. The result? Dozens of new tracks, some with millions of streams. Digital artist Refik Anadol uses AI to turn complex data into massive video installations, what he calls data painting. His art has been exhibited at MoMA and sold for millions. Director Paul Trillo integrates runway and AI-generated footage into experimental films, expanding his language of cinema, not replacing it. These artists didn't surrender to AI, they collaborated with it. Because AI is great at patterns, but you are great at purpose. Second, focus on what only humans can create, your story. Poet Tracy K. Smith used AI to explore memories of her father, blending machine-generated prompts with her raw personal voice to create haunting new work. Musician Himari Simons uses AI to organize improvised musical chaos into compositions that speak to her childhood memories and healing. AI can generate content, but it can't connect. People don't just buy art, they buy meaning. They buy you. Third, build your personal brand like never before. This is the age of the artist entrepreneur. Share your process, show your vulnerability, let people in. Digital illustrator Loish shares AI-enhanced sketches, but explains where her own hand shaped the final piece. This transparency deepens trust with fans. 3D artist Beeple uses AI for early concepts, but his humor, social commentary, and signature style are purely human. That's why he became a multi-million-dollar phenomenon. Your style, your scars, your strange little quirks. That's what makes you irreplaceable. Legal and ethical storms are coming, and what artists can do about it. The rise of AI has also triggered a tidal wave of legal and ethical debates. Who owns an AI-generated painting that imitates a famous artist's style? Is it ethical to train models on millions of artworks without the artist's consent or compensation? Who's the true author of an artwork created by a machine? These aren't hypothetical questions. Real lawsuits are happening now. In 2023, a group of artists sued Stability AI, Midjourney, and DeviantArt for allegedly training their models on copyrighted images without permission. Musicians are battling deepfake tracks that mimic their voices. Writers are protesting the scraping of entire novels to train language models. But beyond the courtroom, there's an even deeper concern. Are we entering an era where human creativity is mined like a resource, scraped, trained, remixed, without recognition? So what can artists do? Instead of feeling powerless, here are 3 ways creators can fight back, ethically and intelligently. 1. Support and demand new legal frameworks. Join advocacy groups like the Content Authenticity Initiative, CAI, or Fairly Trained. Push for laws that require consent before training AI on copyrighted works. Demand transparency in AI-generated content. Give artists legal grounds to opt out or claim ownership. When artists speak collectively, they shape policy, not just art. 2. Use watermarking and digital provenance tools like C2PA or Adobe's content credentials allow creators to digitally sign their work and track misuse. It's like putting a fingerprint on your art, helping the world know, this came from a human. This is mine. 3. Educate your audience and build trust. Make your audience aware of the difference between human-made and machine-made. The more people value authenticity, the more they'll choose art with a soul over content with an algorithm. So what does the future of art look like? The truth is, AI will keep evolving. It will get better, faster, smarter. But that's not the end of the story. Because art is not about perfection, it's about connection. In the age of AI, the artist isn't disappearing. The artist is transforming into someone who embraces technology, stays deeply human, and doesn't just create to impress, but to express. Before we close, here's something every artist needs to hear right now. If you're an artist today, this is not the time to give up, not the time to doubt your worth, not the time to compare yourself to a machine. This is your time to evolve, to use AI, but not be used by it, to stay human in a world becoming more artificial by the day. You don't beat AI by being faster. You beat it by being real. Because in the end, what people will always crave is not just art, but meaning.